Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. Today, actually I wanted to film the how I color anime kind of hair, but then I thought maybe for some of you it might be interesting actually how I prepare my CreateSpace and Amazon printed books, because most of the chibi and anime style images are printed directly from Amazon and have a thin paper. And I just thought maybe it might be interesting for some of you, and that's why I decided to record this step as well. So the next one will be the anime hair then. So I decided to work in this cute book. This is Chibi Girls Halloween by Coco Wyo, and I have to say this is a great discovery for me this year. The publisher Coco Wyo, I do enjoy their books, not all of course, but quite a few of them I enjoy, and I don't buy those chibi books too often because most of the time they are, I don't know, maybe too simple or so. I enjoy it when they have not only the cute girl, because the girls are all cute, but I like it when there is a little bit of an interesting background or scenery where they are placed in. And for me, Coco Wyo does this with this book. And what I also like about this book, now I have to introduce this book, sorry. They also implement the black backgrounds on some of the images, and some of the images have just a white background. So this is something that I also very much like, to have this variety, to have the choice if I want to color something more quickly with a black background, or if I want to color the whole background myself, that it is a white background. So I will prepare myself and then we get started with the video. So for everyone who is fairly new to coloring, always put some papers. Oh, this was the wrong design. This is also very cute, but I wanted to color this one actually. So always put your pieces of paper behind the page to protect it, especially when you intend to use markers, also alcohol markers. And you know, for these CreateSpace papers or Amazon printed papers, I like to base color it with with a budget brand of markers. In my country, I got the Ohuhu ones, so these are the ones that I'm going to use. There are quite a few brands out there, and you don't need the same colors, you know. I will show you how I select my colors, how I do it, just the process of how I'm doing it. And just one word ahead before we start. So before I start actually with my pencil shading, I like to base layer it with alcohol marker when it is a thin paper, and the colors that I will choose are light colors, so they actually should be the lightest color, so as light as the highlight color. So or a teensy bit darker, that's also okay, because those budget brands don't have the very light colors most often. So but it's best if you choose just a color that is a little bit lighter, so then when you go over it, you know, because I like to have contrast, and when I choose a very dark color from the beginning, this obviously is the lightest color that I get. You know, we can lighten up the alcohol markers a teensy bit with our pencils, with the Prismacolors, with the Prismacolor white. It makes them a little bit lighter, that's true, so that works. But this is just how I tackle it. And so I have the Ohuhu marker set. It contains 100 colors, and obviously I already know that I want to have this hair here. I just took a pencil in violet, because this is the video that I want to do. I want to show you how I tackle anime hair in a violet color. And so when the hair is violet, I know my background will be like a bluish tint of color, bluish, maybe a dark bluish. I want to have something contrasting here on her clothes, on the hat. And I decided to go for a green color here, because I think green is very contrasting to the violet. So enough contrast that it is a clear difference. And also it will be like one of those acid greens, you know. Those I really like for Halloween. And then I want to repeat this green, obviously, in the page a little bit, so that it, comes together all. And so I decided that her, was ist ein Umhang? That her clothing here, this part, will be also green. And obviously we also have those leaves here, those will be in green. Maybe a different shade of green, so I don't think that I will do these in a acid green, more like a yellowish green, something like that, like a earthy green. But still, that some of the green would repeat in the page, just to pull it together. And what would look as well good. So the pumpkins will be orange. Mine will be orange, that I know already. This part, the wood, will be brown. So some colors, you just know how you would color them, because, you could give them any color that you like, but yeah, I just like to go for some real colors here. So some colors are set already. Then I think that a little bit of like a grayish black would look good on this dress here. Also a very good contrast to the orange and the green, which are not neighbor colors, but the colors next to this part of her dress. And then just the part underneath it, I decided to make it actually in violet to repeat the color of the hair again. So that is just, how I think about the colors. And you don't even need to plan out all the colors from the beginning. Most often I just know maybe, the starting point, and then it evolves from there. So you don't need to know all the colors. Those parts for which you don't know the color yet, you just leave them blank, white, and just start. And then it will evolve on its own. So I don't have a color chart for those markers, so I use this one which was included in there. And now I would look for a violet color. This is, for the hair, so my most important color here. And as I said, I'm looking for light colors here. So I think that this color could be good, and this color. So the 75 and 74 could fit. So, I will look those colors. I will just pull out those colors, and then I will test them on some paper and see which of those colors I like better, because obviously this color chart is not accurate. So I also pulling the lightest green that I can find, and I think this is the 48 here. But if this is not light enough, I also might choose this one, though this is more a yellowish color, but hopefully it has a teensy bit of green in there too. We will see. And then, I will just go ahead and pull out some colors. For her dress, for example, I would give a gray undertone. Maybe this warm gray 4. So, and I'm always thinking about what would be the lightest color later. So the highlight color. This will be the undertone for me. And I think this is not too dark. I want to have it later more like this color. Like a very darkish gray, black. but the highlight will be somewhere on this side, I guess. So, you know, this is how I choose my colors. And I will go ahead and pull some out now. And then we will continue. Okay. What did they say? The violets will be like 75 and 84. Those two. Oh, and I need a little bit of pink as well for her bow, I guess. And yeah, I just, you know, I choose two options and then I scribble them on the paper and then I decide which one I will take in the end. Ah yeah, here. This is the lightest color that I can find. Now for the greens, it will be 48 and 49. Yeah, this one. What else do I need here? Let's have a look. I also have a second set of ohuhus. This one is the skin tone set. So for her skin, I will select a color from this set here. You can take a little look inside. And in this set, it was very cute. There was a prepared color chart that we could color in ourselves. So these colors are accurate. So this is obviously a lot better to choose your colors. And you know, for the wood, I think I would take this darker skin tone as a base. This one I also like very much. So this one or this one. But I think I will go for hazelnut. And for her face, I will take barley beige, maybe, or pastel peach. Pastel peach is also nice. Yeah, I go for barley beige. Yeah, I think so. Honey, hazelnut, and this is pastel peach. Oh, pure color. Sometimes it's here it is. It's hard to find them. Most probably would be easier to look for the number instead for the name. So this is for the wood and for her skin. These I don't need to test because this color swatch was accurate. The eyes, I leave them blank because no, I don't do bases for the eyes because here I really need some strong contrast, and most of the markers are too dark for my taste. So at least in these budget brands. Okay, so next up, I take a piece of paper and maybe I just, you know, obviously I don't want to ruin this one any, so I take a few papers just in case, and now I will try out some of those colors to just see how the color looks. When it's wet, it is a little bit darker, and when it dries, it becomes a little bit lighter. So this color is very yellowish. This green is very beautiful. Oh, I will zoom you in. Oh. So you know, this green is very beautiful, but this is the green that I intend to have at the end. So this will be my darkest shade already, so it's not too good as a base. So I think I will go with the yellow. You know, sometimes I even take a different base, so like a yellow, but have in mind that the end result will be a green. So I hope that will work. Maybe let's have a little test. So when I'm not sure, I'm even trying how it looks when I go over with the pencils. If I actually can get it the color that I want. My pencils are all very small, so it's not so easy to color with them. I don't like the yellow undertone, it's too yellowish. And what about the green? The green is a problem that I can't get it any lighter. So you don't see any difference? Oops. Huh. But I still like the green better, I guess. So, yeah, I still tend to use this green underlayer, I guess, because the yellow, it's too yellowish for me. Okay, sometimes you have to do a little test to see how your pencils go over the marker. And I decided I will take the green, so put away the yellow. Now let's test the violet color. So I do have this color and this one. This one has, so this one is colder, this one is warmer, I would say. And from the value, I think they are almost identical. So it's the shade, the color that we have to decide which we prefer. And I think I prefer this really more violet color. So this is a little bit more to the pink side. So I think not today. Of course, I could take this one for her bow. This would be an option, to take the other violet for her bow maybe, or some of these pinks. So here I also prefer the colder version. This is a little bit warmer. I prefer this one. Yeah, I will take the pink for her bow. And then for the I want to give some like very light parts here on this part. Oh, did you see it actually? Oh no, I'm too zoomed in. Yeah. But I'm looking for a very light color. And now I'm just checking. Which one I'm going to take, but yeah, I'm just taking the lighter one. And then for the blackish grayish part, I think this one is just a nice color. So I decided to go with these colors. So it's number 8, number 75, number 48. Then I've got warm green 0.5 and warm green number 4. And from the skin tone set, I have got hazelnut and belly beige for her skin. So now I will go ahead and just, yeah, just color it in. This I will speed up because it's, yeah, I just block in the color. There's nothing special about it. So I don't want this video to get too long, I'm just starting. But I personally find it very relaxing to watch people do that. And they do it like there's very slow motion here and not, you know, the really hectic zigzag. I find it very relaxing to do it. And I also find it relaxing to watch other people do it. And the color looks very dark at the moment, but this is because the background of the paper is black. Once it dries, it will look more natural, so lighter. The black shouldn't have an impact on the color look. It is just when the paper is wet that it shows through. And I think I will just speed up this process and give you some music because I'm not the best chatter here. One thing that I would like to mention while I color in her skin, though, this one, actually the skin set has the brushes, while the others have those point nibs and chisel nib. I don't know. You have to make sure alcohol markers are spreading, especially on every paper, or especially on the Create Space paper. And so if you color it kind of slowly like this, you can actually watch how the color spreads and just stop, you know, right before the edge of those lines, basically. Oh, here you can see how it went over, but you know, when it spreads out a little bit too much, it's not it won't harm the page, so to speak. Oh, she's not having a line here. Okay, so just do it like that. Okay, I will turn on some music now because so here you can actually see that her skin color now looks a lot nicer than here. Here still the black is peeking through, while here it looks like, just beautiful. And it's nice about the alcohol markers that you get an even result most of the time. Not too streaky. Sometimes you have some streaks, for example, when the marker gets empty, or if you're just too slow, because when you go over the color again, then it is getting a deeper color. So you can actually shade with the markers with the same color, and that is what's going to happen if you're too slow. So I will just finish up some of the block in coloring, and then I come back to say goodbye, I guess. So this is the marker based finished, and usually I don't marker base so much on a page. Usually I only maybe prepare the character and the backgrounds. Normally I do with a different medium anyway. And I have to say, the darker the marker, the more tricky it comes out. Or I don't know. That's my impression at least. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope I will see you in the next part. And until then, take care, happy coloring, and bye.